Hello, it is our Unlock Your Best Health event. So excited for you to jump on, even if you're catching the replay right now, because maybe you had other things going on tonight. That's okay, because right now you're still taking time out of your schedule to invest in what the potential opportunities could be available for you in unlocking your best health, because that really does enable you to have more out of life. Am I right? Like when you are sick, life kind of stops and you are in survival mode trying to get yourself better. And that's really all that you can think about. You kind of get in tunnel vision. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, maybe you're done with the yo-yo diets. Maybe you're over the I'm going to start again, Monday syndrome or train, like maybe you're tired of waking up in pain every day. How does it sound to wake up pain free? Is that even a possibility anymore in your brain? What if you could use the bathroom regularly and with ease? Like what would that be like? Those are things that some of us that are going to share tonight had issues with and now are living in our best health ever. Okay. Maybe you've tried other things or you've tried all the things and nothing seems to work. And so you're coming into this, watching it as a total skeptic and just wondering if this is going to be another one that you're going to add to the list that isn't going to work for you. But I want to encourage you that sometimes this is your last stop. For a lot of people, for those that you're going to hear tonight, and for hundreds more in the last 5 years that I've personally connected with, have found that this was their last stop because it was the stop that finally started the life that they wanted to live. So my name is Kelly Higginbotham. I have been with Plexus for 5 years, and I get to have the opportunity to share a little bit more about the power of regulating your blood sugar, balancing your gut microbiome, your gut health, and reducing inflammation and what that can do for your body. So if you want to start thinking of a picture of a garden, I don't know how many of you guys like gardening or if you've ever had any experience in that, but usually when you go to plant a garden, you're going to prepare the soil, you're going to clean out all the weeds and debris and whatever else, and you're going to get the soil all ripe and ready. And then you're going to pick the seeds. You're going to decide which vegetables or which flowers you want to plant. You work really hard, put them in all the right places. And then what do? You're going to water it. You're going to make sure it's got enough sunlight. Maybe you're going to fertilize it and give it its nutrients and food that it needs. And then you get to wait. And it's going to grow. And you're so excited, dreaming about how beautiful your garden's going to be or all the yummy vegetables you're going to get to eat. And then when it starts growing, there's something else that's coming up. What is that you didn't plant that happens to show up in the middle of your garden? Freaking weeds. Ain't nobody plant those. Weeds are so annoying. I have to pull weeds often. In fact, if we want to continue to enjoy our garden, we have to maintain the weeds or they will overtake our garden and they will suck the nutrients from the plants that we want to grow. They will crowd them out, all the things. It's really not ideal. And no one plants them. They just kind of grow there with our plants, right? So what do? We have to weed them. So is our gut. Okay. If you think of your gut like a garden, we have a microbiome is what it's called in your gut. And it's all the good bacteria and all the bad bacteria. We want the good bacteria there. That's our good seeds, that we want growing, and a good flora, if you will, multicolored and whatever else. We can run with this vision all day, right? But we have the bad bacteria, and that's often referred to as candida yeast. And that feeds on yeast and sugar and alcohol, hormone replacements, stress, other toxins, from our foods or just the air that we breathe or chemicals that we use on our skin or hair or whatever, that feeds into the weeds in our gut. And so sometimes if we're feeding the weeds more than the good seed in our gut, we create a dysbiosis where the weeds overtake our gut. And then we end up with symptoms like fatigue, acne, skin issues, autoimmune issues, gut issues, like too much bathroom or not enough bathroom. Maybe we've got chronic pain or sleep issues, hormone imbalances. I mean, if you just Google gut health, or what do I want to say, candida yeast symptoms, dysbiosis symptoms, or symptoms of leaky gut, you were going to find a list of 200 plus symptoms that we live with every day as normal, like chronic fatigue. I mean, I'll get into my story here in a minute, but I don't know how many tired mamas are watching this, but when you are tired all the time and you think you're doing all the right things, but you're just attached to your coffee, your coffee mug or the couch, that's real. And that really impacts the life that you want to live. And often candida yeast is the culprit for that. So we have products that help grow the seed, but also kill the weed. I'm going to touch on that really quick. This is our Slim microbiome activating. We have two different kinds of Slim, but this acts as a seed and like a miracle grow for the seed. It does both, but it also regulates your blood sugar, which is attached to insulin, which is one of your major hormones. And so this is going to help with sleep. This is going to help with hormone balance. This is going to also help with inflammation and grow the good seed in your gut. Also, we have a probiotic. Our Probio 5 also has good seeds in it that we're going to plant in our garden, but it also has a weed killer. Most probiotics just come with seeds for your garden, but they don't address the weed. And the candida yeast has this hard candy shell that is really impossible to penetrate with just a Probio 5. You need an antifungal, which is what ours has. So it comes in to plant the good in your gut and to kill the weeds in your gut so that it can restore the balance back to your garden. So everything is all purty and working the way it's supposed to work, right? And then we have our Bio Cleanse, which gives you a daily gentle cleanse. Okay, this is not like plan your day around the bathroom or weekend or anything kind of cleanse. It's magnesium that is meant to keep those weeds and those toxins moving out regularly so that you're not storing them up. It's like never taking the garbage out in your house. You just let the bags pile up in your house. Those have to be taken out or your house is going to be all nasty. We want your body to feeling good, right? Regular, okay? So those three products are what I started with 5 years ago. 5 years ago, if you would have met me, you would have been like, oh, she's so healthy. She's running, training for her marathon, working out at the gym 3 to 5 times a week. She's going to the park with her 3 kids that are 1, 5, and 7. Okay, let's talk about busy. And you'd see me in the drive-thru every day at the local drive-thru, getting my white chocolate Americano with extra cream, or you'd be seeing me on the couch every afternoon trying to take a nap or watch a movie with my kids because I was so tired. I remember telling a friend, and I didn't have a soda addiction or anything. I drank my water, but I told a friend, I go, I don't know what it is, but I thought you were supposed to have more energy when you worked out this hard, and I am not feeling it. And I just felt like I was dragging every day. And then my sleep also really sucked. I would wake up as my kids were finally sleeping all night. I was still waking up in the middle of the night all by myself, not being able to go back to sleep for 2 to 3 hours at a time. So that was my life. And sugar cravings, that was another thing. I justified that at the gym. I'm like, well, I'll just eat all this so I can burn it off on the treadmill tomorrow or whatever else. When my friend Jody, you're going to hear from here in a little bit, when she reached out to me about Plexus, one of the products that stood out to me was our probiotic, because I had started taking a probiotic from the local co-op. And it seemed like a good one because, it was $50. So I thought, well, gosh, surely it's an amazing product because it costs a lot of money. Turns out that one quite cheaper was the one that was going to do the trick, because when I started these 3 products, it was about 4 to 6 weeks in. I was the one sleeping better than my husband at night. Okay, I was sleeping all night. I was waking rested. I literally stopped going through the drive-thru, not intentionally. I just found myself not having to go. In fact, Jody, she checks in because she's an awesome coach and was like, tell me how your sleep's going, how's your energy? And I'm like, actually, I do not remember the last time that I went through for coffee to get me through the day or planned for a nap in the afternoon, because that's pretty much how I rolled. I'm like, well, the kids are napping, mama's napping, I can't do anything in life, And so once I started putting the pieces together and then recognizing I wasn't reaching for that bowl of ice cream or cereal after the kids went to bed for a quick sugary sweet fix, after dinner, that's when things started clicking. I was like, what is in this stuff? Because I was really skeptical when I started at first, you guys. I'd been taking supplements before. These ones definitely changed the game for me. And so once I realized what was happening in my gut, that I actually had candida yeast, I just didn't know I had. I was regular in the bathroom again, because, you know, apparently normal is not 3 to 4 times a week. It's actually 2 to 3 times a day is what Mayo Clinic says is normal. But I started sharing about it. I had to tell some friends about it. They naturally wanted to know more. They took it, and I will explain a little bit more about how that went down for me later. But right now I want to pass it off to my friend Jody, so she can share a little bit more of her story, because hers is very different from mine. And I love it because I know that it will speak to you. If it's not you, it will speak to you for someone else that you know that is struggling with some of the issues that she had to deal with.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Kelly. Yes, I feel like everyone knows someone who can relate to something in my story, because I was a hot mess, you guys. I had something wrong with basically every part. I had multiple specialists, and all of my health struggles had started when I was young. From the time I was young, I remember not sleeping well. I had stomach issues. I went to the doctor for major headaches and migraines when I was young. And you know, they would try medication here and there, and nothing really helped at all. And the older I got, the worse everything became for me. And then I had serious insomnia. I would have my vision go out because the migraines were so bad. I was diagnosed with multiple stomach issues and was on medications for that. I had over 80 food sensitivities. I basically couldn't eat anything without pain. Tons of, you know, joint issues, chronic, you know, sickness, everything that went around I got. You know, it was so bad that some days my husband, when he would come home, he would say, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it today? Just so he would know, like, what are we working with here? So it affected every area of our life, and we were drowning in medical bills, and I was at the doctor all the time. Even my naturopath was helping me, and we were trying to work on my leaky gut, and I had been taking probiotics and using oils and herbs, and it was just maintaining miserable. And that wasn't good enough for me. So when I saw my friend Cassie start to post, I just thought, that's interesting. She is super crunchy. She was also in ministry at the time, and I knew I could trust her, and she was giving it to her kids, and they were seeing things happen for them. And so what the kicker for me was, though, is that she posted about the multivitamin that was fully methylated. And I have the MTHFR genetic mutation and can't use things with folic acid. And so I knew right then that the company was putting quality ingredients in their products. And so I was like, I'm in. I'm going to try it. I have nothing to lose. If it doesn't work, it's just one more thing I'll check off my list, just like everything else. And so I jumped in wholesale. I needed the cheapest price. And you guys, within 4 months of taking that triplex that Kelly talked about and that multivitamin every day, I have not have not missed a day in 5.5 years. And within 4 months, I was like a brand new human. So today, all my blood work is in the normal range, even my thyroid and hormones, which were crazy mess. I don't suffer from any of those migraines anymore. I sleep through the night. I can eat any food I want, and I don't have stomach issues. I've had 2 colonoscopies since all of this because of all my stomach issues, and my doctor is always floored. He's like, it looks like a different inside. Like, I wouldn't know that it's the same person, that it looks so healthy now. So don't ever stop what you're doing. And so that is just amazing confirmation that these products work. And I just feel better now in my 40s than I ever did in my 20s. And since then, my husband has started using the products. It has totally helped his cholesterol. Nothing was working for him. Same with my daughter, and it's genetic. And so often they're like, it's just the way you're made, but the products have 100% helped them. It's helped all of our immunity. I don't, get sinus infections all the time anymore. So it has revolutionized my health and our life. And I have shared because of that. But even when I first started, I shared with 3 people because I didn't want to do it alone. I was like, I don't like to do anything alone. Plus, I needed my products paid for. And I just knew if the products did what they said they were going to do, that I knew people who needed them. And I was like, why wouldn't they try this with me? Let's do it together. And so from the very beginning, I had people join me. And you guys, it has snowballed. Hundreds and hundreds of people have joined since then as a result of me just inviting and saying, do it with me. And then because people saw, oh my gosh, it worked. And she's a totally different human. So it is that simple, and I will never stop sharing. I absolutely believe that it is so important and everyone needs it. I always say from 2 to 102, we have products that people need every day of their life. And I will say too, just really quickly, the business has changed our life. My daughter was diagnosed with severe scoliosis about 2 years after I started. And if it were not for the business side of this, we would not have been able to say yes to the treatment plan that she has been on the last 3.5 years. So it is significant, and not to mention the fun trips and the fun things that we get to do. The community is incredible. They've been a lifeline a lot of times that I just never knew that I would need in the last 5.5 years. So it has been, from every aspect, one of the biggest blessings. And so I just always tell people, give it a shot. What do you have to lose? And quite possibly, it could change everything for you too.
Thank you, Jody. That is, I have heard her share her story for 5 years now. And I never get tired of it because I have no context for how you lived life before Plexus, Jody. And then when I hear that every time, I'm just blown away by how much turnaround your life has had since then. And again, how this opportunity has provided so much financially for your guys' journey with your daughter. It makes me want to keep sharing, because what if there is another family out there that could have life-changing opportunity in your health and your finances through what Plexus has to offer. So another couple products I do want to highlight that we didn't mention yet is Active. This is our clean energy drink. I don't know how many of you guys love your Monsters and Red Bulls and all the Bangs, anything else that's out there on the market. It's like a bajillion-dollar industry right now. Active is a clean energy that has turmeric, so that also is a natural anti-inflammatory. It has L-theanine and nitric oxide boosting properties. It's going to boost your performance and a lot of things. A lot of people like this maybe as a pick-me-up or even as a pre-workout or post-workout. Very easy to even mix with your Slim, but that's one of our best-selling products, that and our Slim drink. And then we also have Ease. This is kind of like a secret weapon product. Think ibuprofen, but something that your kidneys and liver are going to be like so in love with, and your whole body really will be. Okay, you can take a ton of these things, but if people that start on a loading dose of this will find themselves waking up pain-free from rheumatoid arthritis. After they've had arthritis for years and years, this can help reduce the swelling and the inflammation in that. And it has New Zealand green-lipped mussel. So shellfish, if you have a shellfish allergy, you can't take this. So let's hope that you don't. And turmeric. And really, it also, if you don't know this already, a lot of weight issues are connected to inflammation issues. And so sometimes people can break their plateaus with this one product, as well as getting after regulating their blood sugars and insulin and gut health. All of those things a lot of times are at the root issue for a lot of weight issues. So if you're watching this and you're like, I just want to lose weight, Kelly, know that there might be more going on than just diet and exercise. However, these products are meant to enhance a healthy life, not replace one. Okay. So know that you still shouldn't probably eat McDonald's 3 times a day, and you're not going to die if you eat it, once a month or whatever. Oh my gosh. Would you get Batman, Spider-Girl? I don't know what you got going on over there, just made an appearance. That's my youngest, who is now 6.5 and no longer 1. Okay. Did I mention that this is really fun being able to do from home? Okay, I guess we're getting there.
Mom, Toby's very
okay,
scared
just to, honey, So Plexus as a company, we started about 13 years ago. I'm kind of losing track. Literally the COVID year, I think, has like messed my math up, but I think we're around 13 years now that we started as a breast health company. We had, 1-2 products. That was a breast health breast check kit, for self-home examinations, and then a cream that helped reduce scarring and increase healing from breast surgeries. Maybe it was like, from breast cancer, whatnot, radiation, all that. And it was awesome. And then Slim comes on the scene. Slim was designed by an endocrinologist to treat diabetics and their blood sugar imbalances. And when they formulated Slim and tried it with the diabetics, they realized, oh man, they're losing weight now because they're not needing to eat all day long and their blood sugars are stabilized. So they sell it to Plexus, and now Plexus gets to use it as one of our best selling products because of all the foundational properties that it has for so many other health concerns that people live with. And it has results. Okay. There are results with just Slim alone, let alone out of these other few products that we've already mentioned tonight. So when that came on the scene, it really set us apart as gut health, blood sugar regulation, and inflammation company. And that's still the niche that we move through or stay focused in, I guess. So we have skincare that focuses on the microbiome because you have bacteria on your skin too, right? And we've got collagen, we've got weight management, nutrition, kids line, just products really for the whole family that target those root issues in most health concerns that people live with. Then our leadership as a company is incredibly generous. Like I said, I've been doing this for 5 years. I've been to multiple Plexus events. And from the very first event, when I was at the beginning of this company, I have personally shaken hands with the CEO and co-founder and president. There's 2 of them, Alec and Tarl, and they are always available to get ideas and to engage with the field, is what you call it. Like those of us that are, out here talking to you, right? And they're the most humble, amazing men. And so one example, our CEO and founder, Tarl Robinson, last year when COVID hit and everyone was losing their jobs, Plexus had to close their corporate offices. They had 400 employees at their offices. No one lost their job, but he knew that maybe some of those families that had spouses or something that were losing their jobs were going to maybe be struggling financially. So in March of last year, he stopped his salary for himself for the rest of the year and used that money to pour into bonuses for the 400 corporate employees that were there. That's one bigger example. I've heard many other smaller examples of just normal routines that they have in the corporate office where they're engaging with everyone all the time, getting ideas, letting them know that they're appreciated. They also have a program called Nourish One, and it's ran through our protein shakes. We have a protein shake, vegan or whey. And for every bag that has 14 meals per bag, for every bag that's sold, we donate 14 meals to Feeding America. And we're over 20 million meals now in the last 3 years or so that we've had this project. I should have looked. I'm sure it's even more than that now. It's pretty amazing what we've been able to give for that. The longer I'm with this company, the more proud I am that this is the company that I chose to be with. So even if you're not interested in the business, know that you're supporting a company as you're supporting your health goals that is full of integrity and generosity and humility and absolutely worth putting your money towards, as you also get the win of watching your best self come to life. Am I right? So if you have any questions, please reach out to the person that invited you, put it in the comments. We're happy to answer those any way we can. A couple ways, like you might be hearing this, you're like, sign me up right now, Kelly. Oh my gosh, I want to try this. This is my next step. Here's how you're going to do that. There's 3 ways that you can order. You can order retail, which is full price. You can order as a preferred customer, which saves you 15% off. Hold on. Hey, Avery, I need you to go play in the other room, please, for just a little bit longer. Okay. He's trying to eat. She's playing with my dog. and it happens to have to be right here. Okay. You can, so preferred retail, full price, preferred 15% off. And then wholesale is you pay an annual fee like Costco. Costco's $50 a year, I think, or 60 right now. Plexus, to get wholesale pricing for a whole year, right now it's only $9.95. $9.95. You get access to 25% off retail, as well as your own website link when you love it and you want to tell 3 friends about it too, to join you and build yourself on a powerhouse accountability group. You also have access to earning free product just for staying consistent on your own products. You also have access to earning commission, even on your own order. Okay. No one says you have to come in here and like build this huge empire or something to earn pennies. Like it really just starts with your mom and your sister and your cousin, you know, or something, those 3 friends, right? So I don't know about you, but right now there are, if you could earn some extra cash, I would be amiss if I did not even mention it really briefly, that you could earn at least, gosh, $700 this month just by adding 9 friends, I guess, if you did 9 friends in 30 days. So however many friends, you just want to go crazy and add 9 friends. This is how you can do that. Because right now, if you add 3 friends, you can earn up to $400 or $500. And then even another few more friends after that could just keep earning cash. Some of those payouts are within 24 hours. Some of it might come the next month, but most of it comes in that first like week or so of you sharing with your friends and them joining you. So if you could earn an extra $500, even $300 this month, what would you do with that? Would you put it towards groceries? Would you put it towards that summer trip that you were really hoping to fit in your summer plans right now? Would you put it towards debt? Would you put it towards savings? Whatever that is, know that that's available for you. And we are here as a community to love and cheer you on. You will not be doing this alone, and tools and resources to help set you up for success. Know that you don't have to come in knowing how to do this, and nobody does. And so we help you and we train you and encourage you and support you. So simply connect with the person that is sharing this with you and invited you, and happy to set you up for success in that way. Okay, so lastly, I want to give you 3 different options. Now, there's 3 different ways to purchase, but I want to know kind of where you're at. And you can either put this in the comments or you can tell your friend that's sharing this with you. If you're option A, I want to try the products at the cheapest rate. So that'd be like wholesale, right? You just want to be a happy customer and you want to take these products like a boss and feel your best, better in your 40s than your 20s. That is real life, okay? Or option B, you want to try the products and maybe host an event or something, small scale, but super fun that could offer more information and education to your friends to not only support them and their goals, but also give you some kickback and get your products paid for, okay? That's option B. So now everyone's winning in your life, right? Option C is you're like, sister, I am all in. I want to learn how to grow this as a business. I want to replace, the income that I'm currently making and make more. Like I was a stay-at-home mom and I was watching extra kids on the side to make pennies, you guys, just so I could make ends meet because our budget was tight. In fact, it was so tight, there were some months that we were paying overdraft fees because we just couldn't keep it in the budget. Or we were reaching out to our church for support just to pay our mortgage. It was really stressful for our marriage, as you can imagine if you've been there before. It does not offer more freedom in your life and more yes, so this opportunity has definitely offered more freedom, more health, more yes, to trips. We rented an RV this summer, you guys, to take a trip to the coast to see our family, like minivan, RV. We had an option this summer because of this opportunity. So we just want to give you more options in your life to live the life that matters most to you. And that's what option C could offer for you. Again, you have the tools, you have the community, you have the resources to make this a reality for you, to make your goals and your dreams a reality for you. So if that's something you want, tell your friend, I'm option C, I'm all in, let's figure this out, I'm ready to go. Thank you again for your time. Really value and honor that. I want to respect that. We're going to cut this off, but know that right now it is up to you to take that first step to move towards the life that you want to have in your health and in your finances. Thanks for jumping in. Bye-bye.